2 Samuel chapter 24. David senses the plague. The Lord's anger against Israel flared again, and he excited David against them. Go, take a census of Israel and Judah. The king therefore said to Joab and the leaders of the army who were with him, tour all the tribes of Israel from Dan to Beersheba, and register the people, that I may know their number. But Joab replied to the king, May the Lord your God increase the number of people 100-fold for my lord the king, to see it with his own eyes. But why does this please my lord to do a thing of this kind? However, the king's command prevailed over Joab and the leaders of the army, so that they left the king's presence in order to register the people of Israel. Crossing the Jordan, they began near Aroer, south of the city in Wadi, and turned to the direction of Gad, toward Jazer. They continued on to Gilead and to the district below Mount Hermon. Then they proceeded to Dan. From there they turned towards Sidon, going to the fortress of Tyre and all the cities of the Hivites and Hivites and Canaanites, and ended up in the Negeb of Judah at Beersheba. Thus they toured the whole land, reaching Jerusalem again after 9 months. The census figures to the king of the men capable of wielding a sword. There were 800,000, and in Judah 500,000. Afterward, however, David regretted having numbered the people. David said to the Lord, I have sinned grievously in what I have done. Take away, Lord, your servant's guilt, for I have acted very foolishly. When David rose in the morning, the word of the Lord came to prophet Gad, David's seer, saying, Go, tell David, thus says the Lord, I am offering you 3 options. Choose one of them, and I will give you that. Gad then went to David to inform him, and he asked, Should 3 years of famine come upon your land, or 3 months of fleeing from your enemy while he pursues you? Or is there to be 3 days of plague in your land? Now consider well what answer I am going to give him who's sent me. David answered Gad, I am greatly distressed, but let us fall into the hands of God, who is merciful and great, rather than into human hands. Thus David chose the plague. At the time of the wheat harvest, it broke out among the people. The Lord sent plague over Israel from morning until time appointed. From Dan to Beersheba, 70,000 of the people died. Wow. But when the angel stretched out forth his hand toward Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord changed his mind about the calamity and said to the angel causing the destruction among the people, causing the destruction among the people, enough now, stay your hand. The angel of the Lord was then standing at the threshing floor of Armah the Jebusite. When David saw the angel who was striking the people, he said to the Lord, It is I who have sinned. It is I, the shepherd, who have done wrong. But these sheep, what have they done? Strike me and my family, my father's family. David offers sacrifice. On the same day, Gad went to David and said to him, Go and set up an altar to the Lord, the threshing floor of Arumah the Jebusite. According to Gad's word, David went up as the Lord commanded. Now his servants coming towards him while he was threshing wheat, he went out and bowed down before the king, his face to the ground. Then Araunah asked, Why does my lord the king come to his servant? David replied, To buy the threshing floor from you, to build an altar to the Lord, that the plague may be withdrawn from the people. But Araunah said to David, Let my lord the king take it and offer what is good in his sight. and the threshing sledges and yokes of oxen of wood. All this does Araunah give to the king. Araunah then said to the king, May the Lord your God accept your offer. The king, however, replied to Araunah, No, I'll buy it from you at the proper price, for I cannot sacrifice to the Lord my God burnt offerings that cost me nothing. So David bought the threshing floor and the oxen for 50 silver shekels. Then David built an altar to the Lord there and sacrificed burnt offerings and communion offerings. The Lord granted relief to the land, and the plague was withdrawn from the people.